is Devin Caddy Lee, and I'm a 16-year-old boy. I live in a closet with plumbing somewhere in Chinatown. No, I'm not fully Chinese. I'm lovely blended roast with European genes as well. Being a crossbreed has its advantages, but we'll get to that later. I have a mom, European, and a dad, Chinese. A sister, 2 dogs, 2 cats, and a snake. I like to draw a lot. Other than drawing, I enjoy reading on philosophy, religious mythology, is it right to call it that? Biology, sociology, and psychology. I hate math. I also like to write. I like music. I listen to all types. I will not bother to name bands, groups, or artists, but just know that I'm into everything from peaking opera symphonies and Gaelic harmonics to thrash heavy metal and industrial. I decided to mention this because I heard somewhere that the type of music you listen to identifies your personality and behavior. Probably not, or then I'd have a bipolar disorder, self-delusional paranoia, combined with a drastic diagnosis of hysteria and schizophrenia. I don't think I have this. When I draw, I make pictures of creatures, women, robots, and everything in between. Some people think I'm not in touch with reality because of that, and those some people need to be shot. I don't think anyone is entitled to speak about what they don't know about. When I write, I usually make essays or rambles. The stories for my drawings are too long and not yet organized, so they have not been finished. Maybe in a couple of years. I have a lot of stories. None of them are melodramatic life stories or realistic in any way, shape, or form. They are stories of fantasy and fiction, which most people don't like because they're trying to be too serious and adult. Most people need to grow up. I am Devin Caddy Lee, and I'm a 16-year-old boy. I am Les Evans. I was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and raised in New York City. I am the father of 4 and grandfather of 6. Though I have always had the ability to draw, I have always worked for a living. I've never thought of a career, or for that matter, making a job from my artistic abilities. I am basically self-taught. Only a few years of formal art training, some 20 years ago, and then I quit. I started drawing again about 7 years ago for amusement. It was also at this time I was struggling with a benign tremor in my drawing hand. After a few years of trying to draw with a shaky hand, and I switched. The drawing was actually easier, better. Some of my earlier drawings were started left and finished right. I have had enthusiasm for fantasy artwork ever since I bought my first Frank Frazetta book. I have them all. I was for a time intimidated by what I viewed on those pages. The beauty of fantasy allows a freedom that no other type of artwork can. Just make the image weird, dark, violent, lusty, whatever. Total freedom of one's imagination. No other type of work held my interest, and eventually the drawing started. I have just kept plugging and the work just progressed. Sometimes images come creeping in the dark of night, and they stay with me until I sketch them out. Others develop from doodling in the sketchbook. Some are combinations of 2 or more sketches, whatever works. I put something down on paper every day. I know where I want to go with my work, the direction I want to follow. You'll just have to stick around if you'd like to see what comes out. I freely admit to not being an established artist, but it sure is cool to see my name in among the true giants in the field of fantasy artwork throughout the internet. I am Les Evans, father of 4 and grandfather of 6.
If you're frightened of dying and you're holding on, you'll see devils tearing your life away. If you've made your peace, then the devils are really angels, freeing you from the earth.